Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Jai Hind. Historical events of 4th February. A journey through time of 4th February 2025 Tuesday. Today's that is 4th February highlight in history. 1703 in Edo, now Tokyo, all but one of the 47 Ronin commit seppuku ritual suicide as recompense for avenging their master's death. 1758, the city of Macapá in Brazil is founded by Sebastião Vieira Cabral. 1789, George Washington is unanimously elected as the first president of the United States by the U.S. Electoral College. 1794, the French legislature abolishes slavery throughout all territories of the French First Republic. It would be re-established in the French West Indies in 1802. 1797, the Riobamba earthquake strikes Ecuador, causing up to 40,000 casualties. 1801, John Marshall is sworn in as Chief Justice of the United States. 1810, Napoleonic Wars, Britain sieges Guadeloupe. 1820, the Chilean Navy under the command of Lord Cochrane completes the two-day-long capture of Valdivia with just 300 men and two ships. 1825, the Ohio Legislature authorizes the construction of the Ohio and Erie Canal and the Miami and Erie Canal. 1846, the first Mormon pioneers make their exodus from Nauvoo, Illinois, westward towards Salt Lake Valley. 1859, the Codex Sinaiticus is discovered in Egypt. 1861, American Civil War. In Montgomery, Alabama, delegates from 6 breakaway U.S. states meet and initiate the process that would form the Confederate States of America on February 8. 1899, the Philippine-American War begins when 4 Filipino soldiers enter the American zone in Manila, igniting the Battle of Manila. 1932, Second Sino-Japanese War, Harbin, Manchuria falls to Japan. 1938, Adolf Hitler appoints himself as head of the Armed Forces High Command. 1941, the United Service Organization USO is created to entertain American troops. 1945, World War II, Santo Tomas internment camp is liberated from Japanese authority. 1945, World War II, the Yalta Conference between the Big Three, Churchill, Roosevelt, and Stalin, opens at the Livadiat Palace in the Crimea. 1945, World War II, the British Indian Army and Imperial Japanese Army begin a series of battles known as the Battle of Pokuku and Irrawaddy River operations. 1948, Ceylon, later renamed Sri Lanka, becomes independent within the British Commonwealth. 1961, the Angolan War of Independence and the Greater Portuguese Colonial War begin. 1966, all Nippon Airways Flight 60 plunges into Tokyo Bay, killing 133. 1967, Lunar Orbiter Program. Lunar Orbiter 3 lifts off from Cape Canaveral's Launch Complex 13 on its mission to identify possible landing sites for the Surveyor and Apollo spacecraft. 1974, the Symbionese Liberation Army kidnaps Patty Hearst in Berkeley, California. 1974, M62 Coach bombing. The Provisional Irish Republican Army (IRA) explodes a bomb on a bus carrying off-duty British Armed Forces personnel in Yorkshire, England. 9 soldiers and 3 civilians are killed. 1975. Haicheng earthquake, magnitude 7.3 on the Richter scale, occurs in Haicheng, Liaoning, China. 1976. In Guatemala and Honduras, an earthquake kills more than 22,000. 1977. The Chicago Transit Authority elevated train near ends another and derails, killing 11 and injuring 180, the worst accident in the agency's history. 1992. A coup d'etat is led by Hugo Chavez against Venezuelan President Carlos Andres Perez. 1997. En route to Lebanon, two Israeli Sikorsky CH-53 troop transport helicopters collide in mid-air over northern Galilee, Israel, killing 73. 1997. The Bosnard earthquake measuring 6.5 strikes Iran with a Mercalli intensity of 8. It kills at least 88 and damages 173 villages. 1959. 65 people are killed when American Airlines Flight 320 crashes into the East River on approach to LaGuardia Airport in New York City. 1960. British Prime Minister Harold Macmillan speaks of a wind of change, signaling that his government was likely to support decolonization. 1961. The United States Air Force begins Operation Looking Glass, and over the next 30 years, a doomsday plane is always in the air with the capability of taking direct control of the United States bombers and missiles in the event of the destruction of the SSE's command post. 1966. The Soviet Union's Luna 9 becomes the first spacecraft to make a soft landing on the moon and the first spacecraft to take pictures from the surface to the moon. 1998. The 5.9 megawatt Afghanistan earthquake shakes the Takhar province with a maximum Mercalli intensity of 7, very strong, with 2,323 killed and 818 injured. Damage is considered extreme. 1999. Unarmed West African immigrant Amadou Diallo is shot 41 times by four plainclothes New York City police officers on an unrelated stakeout, inflaming race relations in the city. 2000. The World Summit Against Cancer for the New Millennium Charter of Paris is signed by the President of France, Jacques Chirac, and the Director General of UNESCO, Koichiro Matsuura, initiating World Cancer Day, which is held on February 4 every year. 2003. The Federal Republic of Yugoslavia adopts a new constitution, becoming a loose confederacy between Montenegro and Serbia. 2004. Facebook, a mainstream online social networking site, is founded by Mark Zuckerberg and Eduardo Severin. 2008. Civic mobilizations in Colombia against FARC under the name A Million Voices Against the FARC. 2015. Trans-Asia Airways Flight 235 with 58 people on board en route from the Taiwanese capital Taipei to Kinmen crashes into the Kilang River just after takeoff, killing 43 people. 2020. The COVID-19 pandemic causes all casinos in Macau to be closed down for 15 days. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, share and subscribe.